Get along, kids. InShalla and Ashe, you are getting me right off the cuff today. I'm going to go work out after this. Part of my personal love story. You might hear Tiger and Lily in the background doing their fighting morning thing. They're just playful as all can be. But welcome to Saturday, July 24th. Today is a holiday in Utah, so more fireworks are absolutely on the way. But today, the snippet is all about emotional wave of loving yourself. So, loving truly the skin you're in. But on the 4 pillars today, we have Yin Water, which is Guai, and I might say that wrong, but I'm giving it a shot, right? And the rooster is on the branch. So, again, we have this inner yin meditative kind of day. There's a lot of yin energy once again. So, getting in tune with our personal self, our personal love story, the magic of the moon in all its essence and glory, we need this yang energy or action. So, action truly is any kind of movement. It could be exercising, it could be creative painting or writing, floating down a river, swimming. We already have all that yin, so adding some yang really brings the balance, And like I said, it could be even swimming, walking in nature, just actually doing something. So, and just know too that any action or inaction is also an action in its own way. So, I just want to go down the corridor of we're in the next day of loving the skin that we're in. And I believe, or I've experienced, I should say, that we love ourselves based on the love we experience as children. So, in a way, but I'm not going to go dig too deep into that today. That might be like a guest show kind of muse. But today is one of the most purest, unrefined, unfiltered days of pure essence of love. So it's unique in its essence because it's infinity of galactic love. So we get a pure, authentic read of our heart, what's happening in our heart center, our heart chakra. It actually started yesterday because time and space are fluid, they're not linear. So, what does that look like? Well, today we're getting this authentic read of our heart center. We're becoming heart centric, our inner child, along with what quality or characters or, all of what we have of love in our life today at this pure moment. So it's important to just literally take a back seat and put away all of our self-criticism, judgment, worries, doubts, etc. Just allowing our blissful baby, this inner child inside of us, to really just come forward. Not just authentically, but fully. If she feels sad, grumpy, or any feeling that you might perceive as negative, it's not for you to judge. You're just going to put that on the shelf. So the core of our heart, our personal galactic center, our own inner light, our beingness, is showing us how things truly are. So today, pay very close attention to every thought and feeling as they literally start bubbling up or come through today, thoughts, right? So every issue that truly comes up today, we're kind of going to attend to that garden and nurture it over the next few weeks. So maybe write those down in your journal. And another aspect of today's experience involves how we respond to our heart. So, in other words, how well you love yourself on the day to day. And just kind of pay attention to that and muse about what your gut instincts are when your heart speaks her truth. So, for instance, what does that look like? So, if your heart is complaining, do you ignore it? Or do you give her love and sympathy and some compassion? So we've been taught that love should come from other people or other humans, other beings even, and not from our own inner self. But our relationship to ourself will be, well, let me rephrase that. If you put your relationship to yourself will be how other people treat you. What does that look like? So if you don't love yourself authentically, other people will follow that example, that thread that you've already put out there, and hold back their love to you as well. I've experienced this many times. I wrote a book about it, Changing Faces. So today will give us an understanding to the quality of how we love ourselves. So if you feel the natural state of your heart into today and forward, you'll witness what instincts literally come up in your personal love story. And just learn what you see and observe where you can actually improve the quality of your own personal love story. Like, where could you shift the thought or the emotion or just your own nurturing your own inner garden? So today would actually be a great day just to observe what your heart's opinion is of all of those situations. Accept the truth without argument or resistance, like stay in the flow. Just imagine yourself in the course of a river or a creek. So with the full moon last night, that old self-love story is officially dead. It's like burning that up. It's like gone to the ethers. That was the finish line. It's won and it's done. So today we're in between our own personal love story. And whatever we feel in our heart today is kind of that indication of how well we authentically love ourselves. So your self-love impression marks the start, the beginning of this journey of this new story, a new chapter. So the future is going to have these surprising transformations, like just muse into that. And then you might really start to realize, and today would actually be an amazing day to just open up and accept self-love or love of self in a free kind of way, the free of it. And knowing you are worthy without the resistance, and pour love into your personal chalice. I do this daily myself. Sometimes I just have this imaginary cup in the higher self, my higher Sierra, and I'm just pouring love in this chalice. So ask yourself, how do I feel today? Or ask, what you're going to do about that feeling as well. And the goal for today is really to take note and listen to your heart. Literally put your left hand on your heart and breathe in and just have those heart-to-heart conversations. The left hand is more spirit energy. That's why I always say left. But, what did your heart say in that moment? Or what does your heart wish for? So do yourself a favor and admire yourself. Appreciate yourself. Know how beautiful you are. And sweet and loving at the core of your being and your essence. And every soul truly is absolute pure love at the core essence, the source. So whether we acknowledge that truth or express it, or maybe we don't, but really take a moment today and just love yourself authentically in your heart space. So the angelic beings today, I'm keeping with Jeremiah, the mercy of God. So he's truly here to protect and be a guardian for our personal self-love story. So nobody gets in without his permission. So that's why I would call him in. And Raziel, the secrets of God, just allow Raziel to get you on your path of your purest personal love story. So he's already knowing, like our earth journey. He just knows that already. And you can actually feel him or his energy when our soul or our higher self is guiding us in our day-to-day, everyday living. The card of the day I'm super excited about. I can't even believe I pulled this card, but it's happiness. It's from the Love Pack deck. Like I said, I'm going to stick with that for a few days. But it's happiness and it's also grace. And just look at that yummy card. It's just so fun. We got the clouds. We got, I believe it's like a dove, Purple Rain, Prince, my other boyfriend. I have so many. But this is the card. It's actually from the gray suit. So it represents our higher level gifts that free us, heal us, and make us feel like the juiciness of love and happiness. So just looking at the card brings that radiating energy. So again, what a magical card to pull for today, to like literally climb into our personal love story and raise to a frequency of happiness. So happiness is like this exuberant expression of like joy that comes from love and creativity, and one of my words, peace, love, joy, not peace, joy, happiness. So it's kind of funny that I even pulled this card, but any occasion when we give or receive truly brings us happiness. So when we fully join in with someone or something, could be anything actually, a plant, a pet. I have a duck in my pool, which is a whole nother story, but it brings in happiness, just being open to it, right? So if you can think of happiness as both a legacy and a birthright, like we're supposed to be happy. It's with us. It's our essence. So even though, oftentimes we cover up our happiness with problems, with pain and challenges. So today there's this clarity and also a truth that, how do I say, it allows for, having this jovial experience or joyful or just being at inner peace, very yin day today. But maybe there's something worth celebrating in our lives. So just remember, happiness truly comes from within. It can't, be taken away from us. So embrace this, like this fountain of contentment and this happiness, and just let your love of yourself exalt in this elation and doing and being in this delight. So be a blissful baby, just be in the bliss and take in all this nectar, this full nectar of being in life, being in the joy. And the Buddha actually said happiness is not only the goal, but it's the path to it. So, in spite of all of our circumstances, happiness truly stems from our creative aspect of giving and loving on our inner garden. So, opening our hearts wide and our minds to absolute receive the treasure. This is like the golden ring for the day. This is like if you were to marry yourself and have that commitment to yourself first before you got in a relationship with another. And years ago, I literally did marry myself. And I've kind of stayed to that commitment because I have some I want to say rules, but that isn't really the word. So just be that butterfly. Jump out of your own cocoon and just know that happiness is really landing on us for today. Just let your heart soar, your mind purr, taste the effects of heaven truly on the earth plane. Share your energy, share your inner baby bliss. Just feel a state of self-love in your personal love story. So with all that, InShalla, Ashe, make it a bliss-filled, love kind of nurturing that inner baby kind of day. So I'll see you on the other side. I've got to go work out. Thanks for hopping on. Please share, like, and enjoy.